Gents, let's now focus on Aston Villa against Manchester United. Unai Emery is back in the Premier League, taken over at Villa from Steven Gerrard after he was fired. First game in charge is a tough one against Man United. Nick, going to come to you. What is the expectation level here for Unai Emery? He seems to, at Villarreal, Sevilla obviously exceeded expectations everywhere. Even when we look back at the Arsenal team he inherited from Wenger, he kind of did okay with that team he had there, even though he got hooked out there pretty quickly in North London. So the expectation levels of Villa are quite high, especially considering some of the money that's spent, the owners they have. But this is an exciting hire, I think, for the club and for the Premier League overall. What do you think?
I like the hire. I want to see what he does with two players, Tyrone Mings and Douglas Luiz. You can remember that Luiz was basically wanted by Pep Guardiola for certain periods of time. And so these are two players who I think if they are at their best, they become a lot more difficult to break down and gives a lot more freedom to those many attacking pieces at Villa. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think Emery can do it, especially with who at times has a very, very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, I like this hire. I think it fits well with the squad they have now, where you can build and develop and then add new players over time. And it'll make them hard to beat, right, Andy? That's what he's always known for and good at. It might not be the most exciting football, but on the counter, they got some really good players who can, I think, thrive. We look at Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey as well, who can really thrive in this system. And they just weren't doing it under Steven Gerrard. So Villa, it's looking good. Your thoughts on Emery and then your thoughts on Manchester United? I mean, very solid, just going along, chugging along very nicely under Erik ten Hag. Not the most exciting either to watch, but they're getting it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, were either of you guys surprised that Villa could hire Unai Emery right now, aside from just being a Premier League club?
A little bit. Look, maybe because they had a tough season at Villarreal. Maybe that was the only reason.
Well, and he's done so much. Like, here in the Premier League world, we just think of, Arsenal. The memes that came out of him being their manager and the way that he left and how it didn't seem very successful. He's a hugely successful coach at everywhere that he's been, but kind of one spot. And so I think you bring him into this team that, you mentioned it, Joe, they've spent a lot of money into this team. That there's a lot more money, I think, still to be spent. The defense has been an issue this season. They've been really, really poor. It was interesting that Steven Gerrard decided that he was going to go to war with Tyrone Mings on the eve of the season and then just carry that through the entire it kind of played out how you thought it would. And so I think bringing in a new face, a new voice, new ideas into this team, I think he will fix them a little bit defensively. They are set up to be good on the counter. So the simpler that Villa, especially this weekend, the last couple games before the World Cup break, the simpler they keep it, I think the better off they will be. They will have their hands full, though, against Manchester United. We are behind the scenes here. We are slowly all coming around on Manchester United might be really close to being back. I know they've got injuries right now up top. They're kind of decimated at the moment. Anthony maybe not going to play this weekend. That's a big loss for them. But this United team is, I think they're getting really close, and it's the manager. The manager is pulling all the right strings, and I think he will have shown what Emery can step into Villa at a different level, different caliber players, but how quickly he can have an impact on the squad and just stabilize things, because that's what they need more than anything right now.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it goes to the players they can attract, right? Casemiro has been excellent. He's stabilized everything, calmed things down. And then you look around the team and Anthony, the quality he's been able to add, even when Ronaldo comes in the team, we know he's not at his best, but he's chipping in with the odd goal and doing okay. And then defensively, Lisandro Martinez has been excellent. Luke Shaw's back to his best. And Dalot, by the way, just want a big shout out to him. I think I said it to you guys in preseason. I was like, I've been watching United a lot in preseason, and he looked really, really good. And I didn't think he'd be this good. I don't think anyone really did. But he's been excellent as well. So a special shout out to him. And De Gea as well. It's just been, that always helps for United. But they look more solid, stable. That's what Villa will try and become under Emery. But I think United are looking pretty good to just keep rolling before the World Cup break, reassess. And if they're in and around the top four when all's said and done for the World Cup, that's a very good result after the way they started under Erik ten Hag this season. Nick, quick score prediction for you from Villa, Manchester United. What you got?
2-1 Man United.
Andy?
2-2.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0 Man United. I think it's, just what they've been doing recently. It's not going to be that fun to watch, but I think Villa under Emery will be much more defensively solid. It'll be tough to break down, but one of these United superstars is gonna do something special, and they'll win at Villa Park. So head over to Pro Soccer Talk at NBCSports.com for all the latest news ahead of Villa Man United, team news, how to watch information. We'll have you covered. And what a game and atmosphere it should be for Unai Emery's first game in charge of Villa.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. For even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you over there.